Thanks for visiting my YouTube channel. Here are the NBA regular season standings updates, game result, and the game schedule for tomorrow. For the game result, in the first game, the Philadelphia 76ers snapped their three-game losing streak after defeating the Memphis Grizzlies in overtime, with a score of 139-136. Tyrese Maxey was the top scorer for the Philadelphia 76ers with a double-double performance of 34 points and 12 assists, followed by Joel Embiid also made a double-double performance of 34 points and 10 rebounds. VJ Edgecombe scored 25 points, and Paul George added 17 points. Ja Morant was the top scorer for the Memphis Grizzlies with 40 points, followed by Cedric Coward made a double-double performance of 28 points and 16 rebounds. In the second game, the Boston Celtics beat the Utah Jazz, with a score of 129-119. Derek White was the top scorer for the Boston Celtics with 27 points, followed by Jaylen Brown made a double-double performance of 23 points and 10 assists, Anfernee Simons had 20 points, and Peyton Pritchard added 18 points. Keontae George was the top scorer for the Utah Jazz with 37 points, followed by Yusuf Nurkic scored 26 points. In the third game, the Detroit Pistons snapped their two-game losing streak after defeating the Los Angeles Lakers, with a score of 128-106. Cade Cunningham was the top scorer for the Detroit Pistons with a double-double performance of 27 points and 11 assists, followed by Marcus Sasser scored 19 points, Isaiah Stewart had 15 points, and Jalen Duren added 14 points. Luka Doncic was the top scorer for the Los Angeles Lakers with a double-double performance of 30 points and 11 assists, followed by LeBron James scored 17 points. In the last game, the LA Clippers got their five-game winning streaks after defeating the Sacramento Kings, with a score of 131-90. Kawhi Leonard was the top scorer for the LA Clippers with 33 points, followed by James Harden scored 21 points, John Collins and Yannick Conan Niederhauser added 16 points each. Nick Clifford was the top scorer for the Sacramento Kings with 18 points, followed by Maxime Reynaud made a double-double performance of 12 points and 12 rebounds. And here are the NBA regular season standings updates. For the Eastern Conference standings, the number one in the Eastern Conference standings is Detroit Pistons, with a record of 25 wins and 8 losses. The number 2 is New York Knicks, with a record of 23 wins and 9 losses. The number 3 is Boston Celtics, with a record of 20 wins and 12 losses. The number 4 is Toronto Raptors, with a record of 20 wins and 14 losses. The number 5 is Philadelphia 76ers, with a record of 17 wins and 14 losses. The number 6 and number 7 is Orlando Magic and Miami Heat, with a record of 18 wins and 15 losses. The number 8 is Cleveland Cavaliers, with a record of 18 wins and 16 losses. The number 9 is Chicago Bulls, with a record of 15 wins and 17 losses. The number 10 is Atlanta Hawks, with a record of 15 wins and 19 losses. The number 11 is Milwaukee Bucks, with a record of 14 wins and 19 losses. The number 12 is Charlotte Hornets, with a record of 11 wins and 21 losses. The number 13 is Brooklyn Nets, with a record of 10 wins and 20 losses. The number 14 is Washington Wizards, with a record of 7 wins and 24 losses. The number 15 is Indiana Pacers, with a record of 6 wins and 27 losses. For the Western Conference standings updates, the number 1 in the Western Conference standings is Oklahoma City Thunder, with a record of 28 wins and 5 losses. The number 2 is San Antonio Spurs, with a record of 23 wins and 9 losses. The number 3 is Denver Nuggets, with a record of 22 wins and 10 losses. The number 4 is Houston Rockets, with a record of 20 wins and 10 losses. The number 5 is Los Angeles Lakers, with a record of 20 wins and 11 losses. The number 6 is Minnesota Timberwolves, with a record of 21 wins and 12 losses. The number 7 is Phoenix Suns, with a record of 19 wins and 13 losses. The number 8 is Golden State Warriors, with a record of 17 wins and 16 losses. The number 9 is Memphis Grizzlies, with a record of 15 wins and 18 losses. The number 10 is Portland Trail Blazers, with a record of 14 wins and 19 losses. The number 11 is Utah Jazz, with a record of 12 wins and 20 losses. The number 12 is Dallas Mavericks, with a record of 12 wins and 22 losses. Number 13 is LA Clippers, with a record of 11 wins and 21 losses. The number 14 is Sacramento Kings, with a record of 8 wins and 25 losses. The number 15 is New Orleans Pelicans, with a record of 8 wins and 26 losses. And here are the games scheduled for tomorrow, January 1, Thursday morning. In the first game, at 2 a.m., Charlotte Hornets vs. Golden State Warriors. In the second game, at 4 a.m., Atlanta Hawks vs. Minnesota Timberwolves, and Indiana Pacers vs. Orlando Magic. At 4:30 a.m., Cleveland Cavaliers vs. Phoenix Suns. At 8 a.m., Chicago Bulls vs. New Orleans Pelicans, and San Antonio Spurs vs. New York Knicks. At 8:30 a.m., Toronto Raptors vs. Denver Nuggets. At 9 a.m., Milwaukee Bucks vs. Washington Wizards, and Oklahoma City Thunder vs. Portland Trail Blazers.